Hello, fellow humans. It's Pam here, and I'm sitting on my couch. I wanted to go for a walk with you today, but it was so windy outside. I'm trying to process something that a friend said to me a while ago. It's a quote that's been translated from a different language, and it's follow the thief up to the door. So I wanted to just kind of verbally process this. And I don't know if I'll upload this video because, as you can maybe tell, I'm not quite with it today. I am not feeling great for whatever reason. You can probably tell by the sound of my voice and maybe even my eyes. But I thought it was worth at least trying to think through this quote. Follow the thief to the door. And what that is supposed to mean is it's like a metaphor for when you are helping someone or walking alongside someone, and you can be with them up until the point where they turn that doorknob, where they open the door and they go inside, and they're basically like they're breaking the law, or they're going further than you can go with them. There's something that violates your standards or values or beliefs. And I thought about that a lot because I realized that that is a good way of expressing a really critical issue or mistake that I have made several times in my life. Particularly when I was younger, but all up through my life, I have struggled with this idea. I've struggled with going too far with people. And instead of, stopping at the door and saying, if you go in there, I can't go with you. I will be here on this side, and I care about you and I'm here for you, but I can't go any further than this. Instead of that, which is the right thing to do, I would help them turn the doorknob, or I would follow in after them and run around the rooms and whatever, wreck and pillage the house, metaphorically. So, for example, a long time ago, I was working at a youth detention facility, and I was like a summer kind of intern and for the chaplain. And instead of, walking that line where I would say, okay, I can do this, but not that, I would always go a little too far. And my excuse was, I want to build trust with them. I want to be there for them. I want to really enter in to their lives. I want to build, a relationship. They've been let down so many times before by other people, and I feel like I truly understand them. I really want to be there for them. But I was too close. Instead of stopping at the door, instead of, not. I remember one time, I think I drove them somewhere where they could buy cigarettes. Like, for them, that was like a huge deal. And I was 20 maybe. So I was young, but I knew better, right? But because I wanted to, help them, I wanted to maybe be the hero, I wanted to go that extra mile, I misinterpreted that. It's not go so far that you incriminate yourself and uh, do something that you shouldn't do. It just means like going the extra mile. What I'm trying to say is not turning the doorknob and going in to the house. So Yeah, what do you think about that idea? Follow the thief up to the door. But then you can't enter in. You say, I'm here for you. I will be standing here when you're ready, but I can't go in here with you. And I'm seeing this around me in my life. I'm seeing others over helping, over compensating for others, and saying, why don't you come into to the house too? Why don't you, come and look around with us? Let's really be in this together. The wise thing and the actual loving thing is to not go in, not cross that threshold with them. The loving thing is to stand outside and say, this is wrong. I can go no further with you. I can go no further than this. I'll be here, standing, on the doorstep. And I hope that you come back. So, yeah, just a lot of thoughts around that. A lot of memories, a lot of, realizations. And I thought it was a kind of neat quote to summarize that idea that you can stay, with a thief, being a friend, being there for them. But there's a certain point where when they actually break in or they actually do something that's harmful to themselves or to others, that it's not caring, it's not loving to go with them. So let me know what you think about that. Have you heard that quote before? Do you know where it originates from? I've looked it up and it's a bit hard to tell, but I thought it was worth exploring today. And yeah, thank you for listening. And I'll see you in the next one.